Hi everyone, this is another What's Next video here in North County, San Diego, California. This is Deluz Canyon. My name is Ricky, and this is a really warm day. I'm going to try to stay in the shade. I don't want to get too much in the sun. This trans old lady, through her wrinkles are getting pretty pronounced now at my age. I'm 70, I'll be 71 in November, so I'm trying to stay fit, and this is where I do it. But today's project on What's Next is I'm trying to make an electric fence, a solar electric fence, to deter right now mice and rats. All I want to do is keep them out while we're trying to grow the plant out a little bit. Once it's grown out, when the leaves are mature, they don't seem to like them. But when they're a baby, they just eat them away. It's just really a problem. So I'm trying to come up with something that'll work. I don't know if it's going to work, and if it does work, I'm going to publish this video. On the way over to look at the stages of my assembly here of this electronic deterrent fence, I want to let you know I'm going to make a short out of all the little things I do in this video. So if you see two things about the same title, one's a short, look for the long video. This is the one about how to build what I'm going to show you next. Started off with 2 rolls of 36-inch by foot by 1/4-inch hardware cloth. That's just a starter to see if this is going to work. The stuff is not cheap, so let's go with that so far. I cut it in thirds because it's 36 inches. I have 1-foot panels, so I got 6 1-foot by 5-foot panels out of this. This is how I cut that. This is a rotary snipper, and it rotates like that, and it goes, cuts that right up, no problem. I have a big roll of this poly pipe for irrigation, which I'm going to be using in future projects. Here's the next part of my build. I have this rebar here that I got from the hardware store, actually Home Depot, and it is a fiberglass rebar. It's like 3/8 inch, almost 1/2 inch. It fits within a 1/2 inch, that 1/2 inch tubing that I just built on the other panels. But listen to that. That sounds like metal. That's fiberglass. So this here is another section. This is the top part of this fence. Now I have to cut off a section. This is a 36-inch by 25-foot roll of regular chicken wire. It's not the 1/4-inch stuff. But now I've got to cut that down for panels to fit on the panels I just made. Okay, we're almost there. In my mind, at least. So we're going to take some of this wire here, this chicken wire, and we're going to go on the opposite side of this tubing. Okay, like this. And I'm going to strap this. I chose, when I cut it, I made sure that I had one edge of this chicken wire with a solid wire that went all the way through. You'll cut it in 3s or in 1 foot sections, and there will be a long wire. You want to reserve one of those long wires for each one of your cuts to go on the piece of this poly tube. Now I'm just going to cinch it up, tie it onto that, and then as you can see, as I do this, I'll explain further what the theory is between how this is going to work. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to tie off, and I think it would be just like this. I think this will be the best way. And just go, maybe I should start, yeah. Okay, we're learning here all by ourselves. Let's do some cut and paste here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So go under there, same thing, and come up there. I think I'm going to do What I think I'm going to do is I finish this experiment here. This is all prototype. I don't even know if it's going to work. I'm not too sure if the dew gets on it, if it'll short out, if it'll arc. This is going to be a hot wire fence. This is all going to be hot wire. This is going to be ground. The little mice are going to try to get through here. The rats are going to try to get through. The little mice are the ones with the big problems right now. So that keeps them out, but they're going to want to crawl up this and try to get through here. So I'm going to narrow this down to the point that as I go along, once I get this set up in the garden, I will narrow these little gaps down so that when they come across this, these are sharp up here. They're going to make contact between this hot wire and that should deter them. We're hoping. We'll see. But I've got 4 more panels to do. Hi everyone. This is another day and it's going to be part of the end of my build. I just wanted to show you that I have 30 feet of this fence that I made, my new contraption type of barrier that I'm going to try to help mitigate having our vegetables that are growing on the ground being eaten before they have a chance to even fruit. And I'll show you what that looks like. These were all chewed down by mice and rats. The other plants that were in here, they met the same fate. And this was broccoli. Oh my goodness, what happened to the broccoli? This is from a squirrel. Well, a squirrel got in here one night, came in and decided he'd like to have a broccoli salad. Here's where the fence is going to go. This is what happens. Anything that you try to grow, even if it's little tiny, they come in and eat it. So it doesn't have a chance to even flower or grow anything. So I built these little cages so that we could get these seedlings a halfway decent start. But the critters come in and they will take every opportunity they can to eat these things before they have a chance to do anything. So that's the reason for the fence, and we're going to see if that will keep them out of here until these get big enough to have some sort of vegetable growing within this area. That's all we ask for. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is tie the bottom pieces, the 1/4 inch wire mesh, hardware mesh, with one on the bottom down here and one on the top, and I'm going to do that all the way around, and that seems to be pretty simple to do. I'm just going to take the first 1/4 inch one and zip tie it up. I'm just going to leave this dangling. I'll trim them off later and then bring that in. This is a little tougher to get to. Hey, be careful, I'm not wearing my gloves. These things are sharp. These little edges, they are really sharp. But there we go. Yikes, stuck me. I'm not giving blood today. And I repeat and repeat all the way through it. I forgot to wear my headband today, and I am starting to sweat already. I mean, I'm already really wet, so it's humid out here today. It's hot, and I hate to get sweat in my eyes. So we're going to get this wire down as far down, just a little bit below the surface, because these critters don't like to dig under anything to get into it. They don't seem to dig under a fence. The squirrels will, but not the rodents, not the rats or the mice. They don't seem to care about digging. What they will do is climb over things and get in that way. So, what a workout. I burned some calories doing this, that's for sure. Now I'm going to go around this whole thing on the top end, tie each one of these chicken wires together. I'm not going to do much more zip tying except to the posts, and then fixing wherever there's a gap where they might be able to get through a little easier. And with that, we'll be energizing this thing. So stay tuned. we'll start at the end here. So I got this wire and I cut it a little over length at the top so I can go through and fold it under each one and create my own little tie together here, where that critter has to go up through here and go through this wire, so there's no way that they're going to not make contact between this and this. That's the object. So this can never touch this. That's what I've got to watch out for. The humidity is really up there and I'm sweating like crazy. I wish I had worn my headband. Almost done. The moment of truth. This is my solar electric fence. It's fully charged. It's got 12.5 volts in the battery and it's got a lot of joules coming out of this on the top part of the fence. Now I visually inspected the fence all the way around and saw that I did not have any of this wire, the grounding wire, touching the top wire. That's important because that's the shocking point. So I am going to see if I have a, it's open right now. So do I have contact between here and here? If I do, I gotta find where that is. It's got a dead short somewhere, so I gotta go looking for it. Okay, so I hung the electric fence and now it's time to turn the little unit on. And that is as simple as pressing the little green button right down here. It's running. So we'll see how this works tonight. Whether we end up with an eaten plant or it deters the critters. It'll be fun to find out. Ready is day two here in the Luz Canyon. That is North County, San Diego, California. And I am checking on my creation. This is my little invention. I don't know where I got it, but I think I've seen lots of different ways of putting an electric fence together, so I thought I'd come up with this method, and let's see if the rats were in there last night. Rats or mice, I don't know. Let's check. It is completed. It has run one full night. It is fully charged it's fully charged overnight, still charged. danger electric fence. It is got bait in there, and there's still bait in the trap. Nothing got in here, and nothing touched that plant. So the next one is to take this all the way out, and let's see how successful we are in protecting these little squash plants. Okay, I'm going to give it one more day before I edit this video and publish it. I am going to let this sit out. We'll see if we get any nibblers on these plants tonight, and then I am going to start baiting this farm here with the concoction that I learned works, or I guess it works, so I'll be trying it, and that is baking soda and flour. Thank you, YouTube, for that suggestion. We're going to try it here. This is a huge avocado farm, and we are just infested. We can't get anything to grow on the ground without them eating it up, squirrels and rats, so we're going to try that too. Okay, this is day 3. Let's see if there is anything that has been in here to eat. These were already chewed. This has not been touched. That hasn't been touched. That hasn't been touched. There is still food in the bait trap. Mice nor rats have been in here, or the squirrels. So I would say that this electric fence is a success. So that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching.